Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Better Call Saul. Last time on Better Call Saul, what the hell was it called? Sabrosito? Yes, I believe that's what it was called. So we got a bit of the cartel with Don Eladio and showing how well Los Pollos Hermanos is doing in terms of distribution. And because of that, and because Hector is not doing as well, Hector went to Los Pollos and demanded that that Gus start running distribution for Hector, basically. And he thinks he's gone in with a big power play, but we all know that this is all part of Gus's plan. All according to Cake. But yeah, then we... let's see. Did we have any of Mike? We had a bit of Mike, not too much. Him sort of thinking things over and, unsure on should he start working for Gus, should he not, and stuff. So, but then we cut back to Jimmy, who, he sent, that was right. I'm getting my episodes mixed up. He sent Mike to fix Chuck's door, and then he basically got him to take a bunch of pictures, and he got something else from Chuck's house, which is interesting, that was in his address book. And yeah, Jimmy and Kim, they are ready to fight. They are ready to fight Chuck in the courtroom. So yeah, they also know that the tape that Jimmy destroyed was a duplicate tape, and in the original does exist somewhere, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, all that is really, really interesting. So, the thing is, the biggest question that's probably on your mind is, where the hell am I? Well, I'm in my living room today. If you saw one of my most recent my most recent Prison Break reactions, you will have already seen this, but basically, my internet is kind of down right now, but on the cable box that is in my house, it still can connect to Netflix and everything, so... yeah, I am out here today instead of in my room, and this is how I'm watching Better Call Saul today. And I'm pretty sure today's a big episode, but I think I don't think this will detract from the viewing experience at all, I don't know if, because I haven't edited the Prison Break reaction yet, I don't know if this echo that I hear is going to be picking up too badly, I don't know. There are 2 clocks in here, by the way. There's a clock right here pretty much next to me and a clock a little bit over there. Both of those are going to chime in about 15 minutes or so, but we're just going to have to deal with that. This is if I want to record this week, if I want to watch this episode of Better Call Saul this week, this is how we got to do it. So, yeah. This is where we are. Hopefully the reaction is all fine and good. I imagine it's probably going to be fine. We're just in a bit of a different setting, so yeah. So, that is pretty much that. We've explained the situation that we're in. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Better Call Saul. Here we go.
On, off.
Oh, I think off.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, this is after Rebecca left him.
You sure this is the right play? I mean, in my experience, the bigger the lie, the harder it can be to dig out.
A lie?
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Oh man, look at how nice this house is now that it's... Well, I was about to say since there's not a crazy man living here, but I don't know. Let's let this scene play out.
2 hours ago, I take the sea bass out. No sooner is it prepped and resting than, boom, power goes down. I get on the phone to the city.
Though I wonder if... Did he actually do that? Or is this the whole thing starting up?
I mean... can't get over Jimmy being a lawyer.
Neither can I. He's got his own shingle out and everything.
I mean, a responsible citizen. I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, the power company didn't cut his lights, did they? He cut the lights.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy knows. Yeah, they're telling a lie. They know.
My conductor.
So that's what it was at the beginning, was getting things looking good.
What the hell?
It is incredibly bad manners to answer a cell phone in company. It's very...
That's your excuse?
I may have overreacted. That was very abrupt.
No, I understand.
Oh. This entire night has been ruined.
It's getting late.
Oh.
Thank you for a lovely...
Look, if you won't tell her, then I will.
No, you will not tell her.
I mean,
You will not tell her.
if you say it's a condition...
Hi, Andre. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I dropped the phone.
Jeez, man. So she had left, came back, and he just made things 1,000 times worse.
I'm guessing our friend didn't refer you to me to get ichthyological advice.
Nah.
I'm looking for someone with a light touch. Highly skilled, high-end, discreet. A real pro.
You gotta fit him in a tight space?
I don't think so.
What are you looking for?
I got just the guy then.
Okay.
Charles has been making some very ugly allegations about his brother, Jimmy, with whom I happen to share an office space.
Allegations of what?
Do you have 3
Charles
seasons?
thinks
There's one thing I cannot abide. It's a man who won't own up to his mistakes.
Okay.
Whatever mud McGill is slinging is not going to screw me out of the best outside counsel I've ever had.
Yay.
I'm so glad to hear that.
We appreciate the heads up, but you can call this baby put to bed. Now, the most important thing, dinner.
Yes. Dinner. Okay. She disclosed it, but they realize she's so good and pretty. That's beside the point. But she is. Both.
Maybe you don't need to testify at all.
No, I do. I'm the only person who can adequately explain the context of that tape. Otherwise, the defense will tear it to shreds.
It's already a solid case. We have...
He deserves disbarment, not some slap on the wrist. No, Howard, there's only one way forward. Let justice be done, though the heavens fall.
Okay, then I guess it's time to fight.
Good morning. I'm Kim Wexler, co-counsel with James McGill for the defense.
Co-counsel,
You've already read
specifically.
Mr. McGill's pre-prosecution statement.
Mr. Alley, call your witness.
Oh, God.
Bang, bang, bang. Then he kicked down the door. Jimmy was very agitated. He was shouting.
Oh, the lights are on.
He demanded
Chuck's not in
Charles
here.
turn over the evidence.
Miss Wexler?
Oh, man.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Cross-examine your former boss.
You
get
testified
this
you've
shit
known my
buttoned.
client for... Did you consider taking him on as an associate?
We did. Briefly.
Sounds like you didn't hire him. Why not? With that kind of grit?
Yeah.
Partners decided it would be best to avoid the appearance of nepotism.
Uh-huh.
We felt hiring Jimmy might damage morale.
Nepotism. Your firm is Hamlin, and McGill, right? Who's the other Hamlin?
No! Someone asked!
My father.
Could you speak to the terms of Charles's leave of absence?
You know I can't. It was an FMLA leave. Anything more is confidential.
But you can confirm it was due to mental illness, correct?
Objection. Charles McGill's mental health isn't at issue.
Mr. Hamlin is not a psychiatric professional. Do you have any questions that would be more germane to his experience?
No.
No.
I have nothing further.
Very well.
Witness is excused.
That might be it for now, but I think that's starting to plant something in. Here, I'll unbutton. Oh, Francesca's here too. Alright, I'm gonna unbutton when Kim's not talking.
Flight's delayed.
How delayed?
40 minutes last I checked.
Shit. Okay, keep me posted.
Alright. Wait, flight's delayed. He's definitely calling Rebecca.
The defense requests a moment to review, if we could.
Alright. Look busy. Jesus is coming.
What are we doing?
Stalling?
You realize you just confessed to a felony?
Yes. But you feel better, right?
Hmm.
Besides, it's your word against mine.
I feel like you could just read 10,000 words off of all their faces.
Your phone, sir?
I left it in the car.
Meh. Yeah, Jimmy knows what's up. Alright, I'm trying to make my hair look good for the next witness.
Excuse me. Sorry, it's yours.
That's Huell! Okay, I recognize Huell. You don't forget a man like Huell. Yes! Oh, I am unspeakably happy. Where's Bill Burr? Let's complete the trifecta.
There's nothing malicious in Jimmy. He has a way of doing the worst things for reasons that sound almost noble. But what I know for sure is that the law is too important to be toyed with. It's mankind's greatest achievement. The rule of law, the idea that no matter who you are, your actions have consequences.
Mankind's greatest achievement. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, my co-counsel and I need a moment to confer.
Please be brief, Counselor.
Yes, of course.
We just gotta wait. Oh my God!
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry. Might I have a moment to get a breath?
Oh, of course, Mr. McGill. Folks, let's call this 15. Everybody please be back and ready to go on the hour.
Oh my God. Man, you go into a fist fight with Jimmy McGill, he pulls out all the stops.
Rebecca.
Chuck, it's good to see you.
God, they've set this up for 2 seasons.
He's worried about you, Chuck. In spite of everything that's happened between the two of you, he cares.
What exactly did he say?
Well, that you had been sick, allergic to electricity. He sent me pictures of the house. Chuck, my God.
The pictures.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you, to worry you unnecessarily. But now you're here. And now you know.
Oh, he's so pissed.
You've been sold a bill of goods, Rebecca. I want you to see what's what.
They tell the truth about Chuck, he wants to tell the truth about Jimmy.
You know, she's gonna hate you when this is over.
Yep.
Yep.
Damn. Jimmy's burning bridges.
This time, I'd like to turn cross-examination over to my co-counsel, James McGill.
Oh, shit. He's gonna cross-examine? Alright. Button up your shirts, folks.
Usually it's a perfectly normal house.
You think your house is normal? Can I call your attention to Exhibit 9?
Oh, boy.
This is your house, right?
Yes.
Perfectly normal.
Exposed wires. He claims that he lied to me to get me to tell the truth. And I'm telling you, I lied to my brother to make him feel better. Which of us you believe depends on how we all understand the mind of Charles McGill.
That's a good point.
Well, we did promise the defense some leeway. You may proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
But watch yourself.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you why my brother brought my ex-wife to this hearing. 4,000 miles she came, lured by concern for me. What Jimmy's driving at is the last time I saw her, I covered up my illness. I've been suffering from it for some time. But I went to great lengths to conceal that fact from her.
What if you're playing into Jimmy's hands?
I'm sorry I deceived you, Rebecca. He's hoping this will break me down. Split me apart at the seams like a murderer confessing on an episode of Perry Mason.
But see how collected I am?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Jimmy.
Right, so with the lights out, you don't feel them.
If the current's not flowing, no.
Oh, sorry about the exit signs. I guess they couldn't kill those for you.
Well, they're not drawing much current and they're far away. Intensity drops off with distance per the inverse square law.
Oh my God, why is Huell here?
The farther away it is, the stronger the source needs to be to have
Wait.
an effect.
Got it. So if I had a small battery, say, from a watch or something, and I got it close to you, close to your skin, you'd know.
I would feel it, yes.
You would
Can
feel
you
it.
more current coming from
Oh
any
my
particular
God.
direction right now? Can you tell us where the nearest source is right now?
Jimmy, do you have something in your pocket?
No.
Yes, I do. My cell phone. From this distance, you should feel it, and you don't, do you?
Mr. McGill, you were warned to leave your electronics outside.
It's all right. It's all right.
No, you're going to let Jimmy make a point.
Just as I thought. There's no battery in here.
Oh.
You removed the battery.
That's true.
Sorry little trick, isn't it? Don't you know by now this is real? I feel this. It's a physical response to stimuli. It's not a quirk. What do I have to do to prove it to you?
There's one in his pocket, isn't there?
Could you reach into your breast pocket and tell me what's there?
Oh my god! The battery.
Tell the court what that was?
A battery.
Mr. Chairman, please.
You recognize that man in back? His name is Huell Babineau. He's on our witness list.
Ugh.
We bumped into him in the stairway. He'll testify he planted this fully charged battery on you over an hour and a half ago.
Hour and 43 minutes.
An hour and 43 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Babineau.
Yeah.
And you felt nothing.
Yeah, Huell!
No, it's a trick. It has
Enough
to...
is enough. I submit that Mr. McGill's mental illness is a non-issue. If he were schizophrenic, it wouldn't take away from the fact that the
I am
defendant...
not crazy!
Hey, you don't sound crazy.
You think this is bad? This chicanery? He's done worse.
The name of the
That
episode.
Billboard. Are you telling me that a man just happens to fall like that? No, he orchestrated it.
Oh my god.
Jimmy. He defecated through a sunroof. And I saved him. I shouldn't have. I took him into my own firm. What was I thinking? He'll never change. He'll never change. Ever since he was 9. Always the same.
Since he was
Couldn't
9?
keep his hands out of the cash drawer. But not our Jimmy. Couldn't be precious Jimmy. Stealing them blind. And he gets to be a lawyer? What a sick joke. I should have stopped him when I had the chance. And you have to stop him. You...
Game, set, match. Jimmy wins.
I apologize.
You just played right into his
I lost my
hands.
train of thought. Do you have anything else?
Nope. That's it. My god, does this just end here? Ugh! Ugh! Holy crap! Game, set, and match. Jimmy wins. At least I think he proved his point, at least. How this will... The outcome of this we'll have to see. Oh my god. Wow. That is exactly what Jimmy needed. Exactly what Jimmy needed. He won. That's it. That is it. My god. Since he was 9. You know, I wonder what the age difference is between them. I've kind of wondered that for a while, but I do wonder what the age difference is, because to think ever since Jimmy was 9, Chuck has held on to this horrible grudge against his brother. That's so terrible. That is absolutely terrible. My God. Oh my God. What? Okay, yeah, I can see why this is the big episode. Jesus Christ. That's the amazing thing is this is the halfway point. This is the halfway point of the season. What the hell is the rest of the season, you know? Oh my God, but it was a big episode. It was a big episode. No Mike, no Gus, no Hector, none of that other stuff. It is just this. Now, they mentioned the name Chicanery. He mentioned that word. I wonder what that word means. I have my laptop. You may be able to see it just on the edge of the frame here. I do have my laptop, but that's what I'm recording my audio, and quite frankly, I don't want to mess with it, so I'm not going to look up the word. Maybe I'll look it up after the episode and figure that out. But, I mean, it definitely, from the context I get, it seems, it must be some, sideshow, basically, that Jimmy put on. This, I feel like this was the ultimate... it's definitely been... If it's a back and forth between Chuck versus Jimmy for years upon years, if not at least just these 3 seasons, I think I mean, honestly, the reason this episode can exist is because Chuck was resting on his laurels, He was like... He thought he had won, That after the tape, this was it. I made the tape. Yes, it was a crushing blow, but I got the tape, and now this is it. From here, I just ride it all out because I'm the best. But man, you come back, if you come at Jimmy McGill with a gut punch, he comes at you with a kick to the dick. Oh my God. Do not ever doubt Jimmy McGill to throw the most underhanded punch. And maybe that's the thing, is that Chuck, while his stuff that he does is underhanded, everything he does is above board because he's above board. But Jimmy no holds barred, despite the fact that they did put in as a witness Huell. I cannot believe I can't believe that maybe one of the biggest, if not this may be the best episode so far. I don't know if they can top this, and I'm sure they will. It's Vince Gilligan's team. I'm sure they could top this in some degree, But the fact that this entire giant episode hinges on friggin' Huell. Huell! I love that so much. Oh my God. I can't believe we're in here for this big ass episode, but this is where I'm going to pray to God that all of this, the way I'm recording this actually works. I'm pretty sure it will. I've got camera footage, and I'm using Audacity today to record my audio, so I'm pretty sure it'll work. It'll all work out, but Jesus Christ. I can't. Oh my God. Oh. It's so. Is amazing. This is amazing, Okay. So, Rebecca. We got the full story with Rebecca now. My God. Okay, so now we can piece things together. So they were divorced. But they ended amicably. And he tried to cover up his illness to her. Which, I mean, I don't know. To an extent, I don't know if I can be well, I understand that or whatever. But it's I don't know, man. I don't know. That's crazy. And it's also interesting. So they definitely... So they were dressing up the house, to get everything looking normal, Which is why, when it's like, oh, we need to go through the attic to, hook all this stuff up. And it's like, no, you don't. We're not hooking any of it up. Like, the construction, or the crew there, they don't know. They don't know what's actually going to be happening, Oh, my God. And, yeah, that... Because, at first I was like, oh, well... the lights are out and stuff. Well, because at first I didn't realize what they were really doing. And then it's like, oh, he still has the lantern. And then, oh, no, there's the excuse that... that things... Hey, buddy. All right, good boy. Dog moved. I don't know if you could possibly see him in the frame, but dog moved over to his bed, which I'm parked right in front of right here. It's a real fly-by-night operation we got going. So, anyway. So, yeah, the whole thing with the power company, that was a lie to cover up the condition. But, yeah, they didn't count on her phone. And, yep, just made things 10 million times worse. 10 million times worse. We had Kim talking to Kevin and Paige about the whole situation with Chuck, which was interesting. And that is probably for the best that they hear that from her, and not from Howard or Chuck, God forbid, or literally anybody else, So it was good that she disclosed that. However, I like the whole thing of, because freaking Kevin, that guy, his death stare is really fun, even if it's unintentional. Oh God, excuse me. But I like how they pretty much are like, well, is this McGill thing going to be a problem? And she reassures them, no, it's not. And they say, okay, well then it doesn't matter, It doesn't matter because you are an exceptional lawyer, And I like that, showing the one guy. I don't know why I like that guy, whoever the councilman or judge or whoever that was, that originally talked to, that was originally there in the hearing or whatever the meeting for the Mesa Verde Bank originally. I don't know why. I love the way that guy talks. So it's nice to see him happy with Kim, I mean, it's basically, it's a shame that Kim is, dragged into all of this McGill crap, when everything should be fine. They should, she should be working Mesa Verde and everything should be fine. But, it's an interesting thing that now, a couple episodes ago, it's like, well, you're too busy with Mesa Verde and everything. I don't want you to make, I don't want you basically to, I don't want you to spend more time on me than on Mesa Verde. That's really important. But honestly, this is probably going to end here, if they're calling in to question, all of Chuck's mental health, issues, then this can be thrown out and Jimmy... Now, granted, there is, breaking into the place, which they do have witnesses for, but, I mean, who knows? That might just get Jimmy... I mean, they said, a 2-year suspension, which, at that point, hey, rebrand, rebrand. But, yeah, so we got the hearing. Very interesting stuff. I loved starting off with Howard. That was really good. And talking about, the fake reason why. The fake reason. Though I'm sure... Because the thing is, I don't see Howard as someone who would lie. Even if they're trying to get Jimmy, I can't see Howard lying about anything, So, I would imagine that... I don't know, I'm curious, what the actual thing was at first of, when they didn't hire Jimmy. I mean, they may have... I guess you could say if they did discuss nepotism, as well as the stuff we were pretty sure they did discuss, Don't hire Jimmy or I quit, basically, and I ruin the firm. If that's the case, then technically Howard isn't lying about that. So yeah, nepotism. And I love, it's like, we didn't want to show any nepotism. And it's like, really? Isn't this the firm of Hamlin McGill? Who's the other Hamlin? And I love, after 2.5 seasons, they finally answered the question, who's the other Hamlin? It's his dad, who wanted to bring in Howard. Howard was going to go off on his own, but he wanted to bring in Howard and add another H in the logo, you know? So, yeah. So I like that. And then we had everything calling into question Chuck's mental health. And then stalling for Rebecca. So two big things this episode. I don't know if you can hear, by the way, I think the heater is on, actually. It's probably not too loud, so yeah. It's just that we're in such a bigger open room today that everything just sort of bounces off the walls. Anyway. But yeah, so two big hits to Chuck. First being Rebecca. Bringing in Rebecca. And I love, again, Jimmy is pooling all of his friggin' resources. He will do everything to win this, basically, to beat Chuck. And, so there's the whole thing of, they just want you, he just wants you to be a distraction and everything. And I like, that moment that Jimmy and Kim were talking about, she's going to hate you after this. And Jimmy says, yep. Like, he knows he is burning bridges today. And he is definitely burning a bridge with Rebecca, but he has to. He kind of has to. And I know we always bring this up. Like, what if this is the moment he becomes Saul Goodman or anything? Although, I'm pretty sure, like, at this point, he kind of just is Saul Goodman. He doesn't have the name. That's the last thing he's missing, I feel like, is just the name, Well, he's missing Bill Burr, but that's another story. But the thing about that is that... What the hell was I saying? But yeah, he's burning all these bridges, and... He's burning all these bridges because he knows he has to. He needs to be able to do this. I feel like there was another point I was going to make. I can't remember it. Damn it. But, I mean, if he's burning all these bridges, he may... And if he's burning these bridges but still gets the year suspension, that may be the moment to reinvent himself, But he pooled all of his resources. He used Francesca. To go get Rebecca. He brought in Rebecca, and then I absolutely love that he had to have gone to Mike, then got a fish, then went to the veterinarian, and then got God's gift to mankind, Huell. Oh my God, I could not, when he popped up, my mind almost, didn't process it. I was like, oh my God, that's friggin' Huell. And I love that. That's the second hit to Chuck. That is the second hit to Chuck. Is Huell. I love that. And yeah, as soon as they were as soon as they started bringing up batteries and stuff, I was like, oh my God, I know where this is going. Huell planted a battery because Huell is good at that. He did it to Jesse. My God. And then we got the context, Jimmy cross-examining Chuck, which was very interesting, which I like how they did that it's not just solo, it's not representing yourself and it's not having solo counsel. I like that it's co-counsel between Kim and Jimmy. I thought that was really, that was very clever. So, oh my God, that heater though. I'm going to classify this as good problem. The heater in my house is really, really good, but that means it's a little warm in here now, so I'm going to go turn that off between episodes. Anyway, But yeah, so we got Jimmy cross-examining Chuck. And man, it's such an interesting thing because honestly, you could say that, Chuck was resting on his laurels, basically. He thought he had everything in the bag. It was over. It was done. That was it. But the thing about this whole thing is that Jimmy, Chuck was basically resting, putting in, like, he did his part and he was just going to let that ride out and, this was going to go his way. But Jimmy had to bring every possible blow in order to beat that, Like, that's, honestly, that may speak to just how good Chuck is, that you have to pull out all the stops at a chance of beating him, At just a chance. And yeah, they did all of that, and Chuck being too proud, played into Jimmy, played in exactly what he wanted, In the same way that Chuck counted on Jimmy to care for him, and that would trick him into confessing because he cares about Chuck. Jimmy did the same thing. He tricked Chuck with his own pride, basically. With his own pride, his own stubbornness. He tricked him into exactly the spot he needed. And that spot was giving full view. I love they didn't even... The one thing they didn't bring into this episode was the doctor. The doctor would have been a very interesting witness, but, we didn't need that. But then again, that's not a part of this hearing. They had to make it part of this hearing, so you couldn't have brought the doctor in for that. Jiminy Christmas, it's warm now. Anyway, but Jimmy knew Chuck. The same way that Chuck knows Jimmy, Jimmy knows Chuck. And played him perfectly. Played him perfectly so that let him think he's winning. Let him think he's reached the height. So that fall is all the worse. All leading, setting up all the context, completely understanding his condition. So you can break that condition with the battery. My God, the battery. And they were smart. He was smart because he took out the battery in his cell phone. And it's like, oh, Jimmy, do you have something in your pocket? It's like, oh, I have this cell phone. And Chuck's like, yeah, you don't have anything. Nice try. And Jimmy knows, like, okay, that is clear. That is clear that you think that you can sense it. You were okay with me having a phone because you could sense that I didn't have a battery. But you have a battery in your jacket. Done. They even have Huell to testify. He is a witness. He will testify that he put that battery in there. He put that battery in there, and then that was that, and Chuck broke. He broke. He went against his own counsel, which, minor point, wouldn't it have been Miss Hay instead of this guy? I wonder if there's anything behind the scenes, or maybe that's just not how that works. I don't know. Or maybe she was just the middle ground counsel. I don't know. Anyway. But, yeah, he went against his counsel. He completely went on a rant about the whole thing, about Jimmy, since he was 9. I've always known he's been shit since he was 9, but not our precious Jimmy. You played right into his hands. You fell for it, fool! God, I can't yell when there's an echo in the room. God, I wonder what the neighbors think, if they can hear me. I don't know. I mean, I record in this house anyway, so... You fell for it, fool. You fell for it, fool. Oh, God, these clocks are starting up again. That one's probably not as annoying, but yeah, this one's going to start in a few minutes, so we'll probably wrap it up. But yeah, game, set. Jimmy wins. If this entire thing has been one giant game, this, keeping score between Jimmy and Chuck, game, set, Jimmy wins. I'm pretty sure. Even though he may still be suspended for a year. It's interesting that they bring that up today. There may still be consequences for Jimmy's actions, but I honestly don't think he's going to be disbarred. So, but we'll have to see, because this does bring into question what the hell is the rest of the season. We've got stuff with Gus and Hector and the cartel, but where do we go from here with the continuing, well, not even, what is the aftermath of the McGill brothers civil war, I don't know. God, this is such an anime. I love this. This was an amazing episode. Probably the best episode of Better Call Saul, I will say. But we're, barely halfway through the show now. So I think we've still got a lot of good stuff coming up, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even something that'll top this. I don't know. But this was amazing. I friggin' love this show. As just an aside, I have been trying to get my parents to watch Breaking Bad, and they've been so reluctant to do it, but I'm really close, and I hope I can show these shows to them, because these shows are just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This whole episode hinged on Huell. All we're missing is Bill Burr. We need to get Kubi in here. Oh, God, now that clock is going off. I wasn't fast enough. The only thing about Bill Burr is he's going to look way different than he did in Breaking Bad if he shows up on Better Call Saul, but we'll have to see. Anyway, with this really loud and annoying clock going, that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time, back in the old room. See you guys there. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Better Call Saul reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my Breaking Bad reactions if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.